This video was made possible by EA Game Changers. Hello everyone, it's your girl xViva and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to some more island living content for y'all. So if you haven't watched my previous two videos, the first video I did an overview of Create a Sim, and then the second video it was like part one of gameplay, and I talked about the new world Sulani, I talked about ocean swimming, I talked about the new water vehicles that we have, and I talked about dolphins. So if you haven't watched my previous video, make sure you check that out so you don't miss out on that gameplay and me explaining those aspects of island living. So this is part two, and in this part we're just going to cover all the things that I didn't get a chance to cover in the first part. So in this video we're going to talk about the new lot traits, and we're going to talk about the new careers, and then I'm going to give my thoughts and opinions about island living, as I only played it for about 6 hours, just to give my opinion on it of what I played so far, and to answer some questions, because I asked y'all to ask some questions in the last video, so it might be a few questions there. So let's get into it. So let's go ahead and start by talking about these new lot traits that we have. Okay, so before we get started talking about these new lot traits, I just want to cover like two things I think I forgot to mention in my previous video. It's probably some more things that I forgot to mention, but it's just not coming to my mind right now. So one thing I forgot to mention, you probably saw it in my gameplay last part, I'm not really sure, but we have these new floaties, these new like floating devices where your Sims could like take it out of their inventory, put it in the ocean, and then they could sit on it, they could relax on it, lounge, sunbathe in the nude if they want to. And yeah, it actually floats along the water, and there's like different ones. I think everybody had to test out that piece of slice one, which is really cute, but there's a few of them and they come in different swatches. I really didn't look at all the swatches because I saw like a piece of slice. I was like, oh my god, I need to have the piece of one. So hopefully some CC creators will make some more floating devices because they're really cute. And waterfall, there is a waterfall in Sulani, and there's some different interactions you could do with the waterfall. Hopefully I have the gameplay to match it because I can't really remember if I recorded it or not. But with the waterfall, your Sims are able to take samples of the water when they have to do this for a certain career that I'm going to talk about a little bit later. They could summon the frogs, like they could put like little frog food out there and they could summon frogs, and then they could collect the frogs from the waterfall. And your Sims could also shower in the waterfall, so they'll be just nude out there showering. They will like shoot people that's like immediately near them, but you can still see them out there showering in the waterfall. And also there is a new woohoo. There's a new woohoo in the waterfall. I haven't got to see it for myself personally, but that's what I've heard, and I can't wait to explore that and see that for myself in the future. So I think those are the only two things I wanted to cover. I'm pretty sure there are a lot of other things I forgot to mention that it's just not coming to my mind right now. But anyways, let's go ahead and start talking about these new lot traits. All right, so let's finally get into these new lot traits. So we have 4 new lot traits, which is great because I love lot traits. They really come in handy. And the 4 lot traits that we have are really cool. So we have 4 of them, and they are called clothing optional, volcanic activity, off the grid, and island spirits. So the first one I kind of almost didn't see because it was grayed out, but I went back and I saw it later. So the first lot trait is clothing optional, and it says this lot embraces an open natural lifestyle, empowering visitors to shed strict material conventions and Purish society morals, also their clothes. So basically it's a nudist trait, and we'll be able to now make like nude beaches, which I'm really definitely cannot wait to have in my game, to have a nude beach. This lot trait is only available for community lots, so you can have a nude beach. That would be super cool to have in your game. Like, I'm so excited about that. Now the next trait, the next lot trait is called Island Spirits. It says ancient island spirits inhabit this lot, visiting frequently. How will your Sims choose to interact with them? So I actually used this trait in the next trait I'm going to talk about on this lot that I was playing with. I only tried out 2 of the lot traits. So but I do know, of course, the nudist beach, well, the nudist trait, I said the nudist beach, the nudist light tree would make a new beach, so I didn't get to like test that out, but I did test out the island spirits. It should be some gameplay of them right now. So basically these like glowing blue spirits will come to your home, and they really don't do anything bad. They just there, and you have a few interactions with them. You could like release them, banish them, consume them, and I think you could like talk to them. It's somewhere on the screen right now. It's really cool. Nothing crazy happened to me yet. I guess it depends on how you interact with the islands in the ocean will determine what those island spirits will actually do to you. I don't know, but nothing too bad happened to me while they was in the home. And now the next trait. The next trait is off the grid. So it says this lot isn't connected to electricity or plumbing, meaning no utility bills either. Talk about natural living. So off the grid, I did not get to experience, but I know once you click on that lot trait, all your power will go off like instantly. So I think this is a good trait for people who want to do like a eco-friendly type of let's play, or just make it a challenge of how to survive without electricity, and you just want to be conscious about the island and stuff like that. That'd be a great lot trait to use. I definitely can't wait to use that and see how much I struggle trying to live off the land, right? It'd be really cool trait. Now the most exciting lot trait to me, the last one I'm going to talk about, which I actually think I have like little clippets and snips of it because I actually put it on this lot that I'm playing on currently. And the trait is called volcanic activity. So in case you didn't know, there is a volcano on one of the islands in Sulani, and the lot trait says this lot is near an active volcano. Beware of the earthquakes, steam vents, and occasional lava bombs. So I do have some gameplay, and there was like some lava bombs that came down. They landed on the lot, and it was shaking. It was an earthquake, and it was just like fire, and it was like, it's really cool. You can do some things with those. I think you could like break them up. You could like, I forgot exactly. You could see the different interactions you could do. Your Sims could actually like touch the lava bombs and it will burn their hand. I'm not sure if I have gameplay of that as well, but we will see. But those are the new lot traits that we got with Island Living, and I think they're gonna definitely bring in an enhanced gameplay for you. Y'all should definitely use your lot traits if you don't use lot traits. A lot of people don't use lot traits, so this is gonna be your time to use them because they will make a impact on your Sims living in Sulani. So let's go ahead and move on to the new careers. All right, so let's talk about these new jobs that we have with Island Living. It's kind of a lot, but it's going to be really great, and it makes me really happy about this. So the first one that I'm going to talk about first is the first like full-on, full-time job, the full-on career that the new thing with Island Living is conservationist. So it says you've watched every nature documentary out there and you know just how much the planet is in danger, from educating the public to performing research expeditions. You want to truly make a difference. Change won't happen overnight, but keep at it and work hard can lead to thriving ecosystems. And then it has career branches of environmental manager and marine biologist. So this career, y'all, we only had a set time to play Island Living. We all only had like 6 hours, and not everybody was really playing the careers from the jump. But I was trying to play the careers from the jump, and I really did not put a dent in this career at all. I probably only got to like level 2, level 3. And at the beginning, it feels really slow, and it feels like you're not doing too much, and it feels like you just kind of doing the same thing. But they told us that it's going to take a while before you see everything that this career has to offer, because whatever you do in this career will change the island, and it's like just the whole setting of the island. So none of us got to see any of that. So this is one of those careers that you really had to grind out to see what happens, and I cannot wait to see in my let's play what happens. But it was cool, it was fun. It's one of those jobs where it's kind of like you could choose to either have them go to work or have them to work from home. This is definitely one of those careers you want to work from home every single time their shift comes around, because what I'm about to talk about next is part-time jobs. So we do have some new part-time jobs, but also to add on to that, all the previous part-time jobs we have are now available to all Sims, because you know part-time jobs was kind of just limited to teenagers, but now they made all the part-time jobs available for like young adults, adults, and elders, or what have you. And they also gave us some new part-time jobs, 3 new part-time jobs that comes with island living, and they are diver, fisherman, and lifeguard. I don't know why I don't have the footage of me actually clicking on every single one, because I did. I was trying to jot down stuff, but I guess I wasn't recording at the time. But we have diver, fisherman, and lifeguard. They are all part-time jobs, meaning they are rabbit holes. They are not something that you could be like, oh, I'm gonna work from home today, or I'm gonna send my Sims to work today. They are all part-time jobs, but what makes it cool and unique is that some of them have actual shifts. Like the lifeguard, I played as the lifeguard career, and it had a morning shift and it had like an evening shift. So what that allows you to do, that allows you to have more than one part-time job. So you could have 2 part-time jobs now with some of those that have available like different shifts. Like it has 2 different shifts, so you could be a lifeguard in the morning and you could be a diver in the afternoon, which is really cool. So I'm really gonna be doing like probably multiple part-time jobs with the Sims that I choose to do my Let's Play with. But just know that you could now have more than one part-time job with island living, so that's really cool. I forgot to also mention that these part-time jobs, they might be rabbit holes, but you get certain new interactions as you level up in the career that you're able to do out in the world. Like I did the lifeguard career. I got up to probably like level 3 as well in that career, and I unlocked the ability to be able to patrol the beaches now that she's a lifeguard, and you get the lifeguard outfit. Now I didn't get to see anything happen as she was patrolling the beach quite yet. I kind of didn't get that interaction to see if somebody start struggling in the water and she go and save them, but I'm pretty sure those things happen, and I can't wait to see in my new LP. And then last but not least, they added this new thing called odd jobs, y'all. Odd jobs are a new thing that's coming with island living. So what are odd jobs? Odd jobs are basically looking to make extra simoleons on the side for your sim. So it says, want to do work on your time? Odd jobs offer the opportunity to choose your own schedule and meet local sims. Sign up for an odd job today. So basically these odd jobs are just something you could do on the side to earn a little cash here and there, you know, kind of like a community board and like your local like stores and stuff. Somebody like, hey, I need somebody to do this, I give them this certain amount of money. That's basically what odd jobs are. Now I don't know if they're just going to be limited to island living when it comes out. That I don't know, but I'm pretty much sure that it won't be. But most of these odd jobs are rabbit holes, like your sims will just go off and then they will come back, but some of them are a little bit interactive and stuff like that. So there's like different situations for different odd jobs. There are different requirements for certain odd jobs. Like some odd jobs require you to have a certain skill or a certain level in a certain skill in order to perform this odd job. So if you just do it and you don't have that skill, you will fail the odd job, of course, and you won't get the money. Now, some odd jobs, they don't require you to have any type of skill or level at a skill, and you could just do it. And then some odd jobs, there's different time frames for them. So you could do it like, it might be like ASAP, so you could do it right now, or some of them have like a certain date and time you have to fulfill the odd job within. But y'all will see this all on the screen, and then of course the odd jobs have different payouts depending on that odd job. So I think I did like a few odd jobs, but I think I have gameplay of one, and I think it was for the frogs for research, or it's either seashells. I think it was seashells. Oh my god, that's a tongue twister. And basically the sim wanted me to send them a seashell, and it was something that I could do immediately because my sims already had collected a few seashells, and I just put it in the mailbox and sent it off to him, and then I was done with the odd job and I got the money. So I'm really gonna like doing odd jobs. It's gonna be really cool to do them. I'm not sure if they like refresh or it's gonna be the same odd jobs all the time. I'm not really sure. I think they kind of like circle and rotate and be different odd jobs, but there are certain time frames for it. Like you can't do an odd job all day long. It's like a certain time frame that you could do them in. But odd jobs are really going to be a fun thing to do with island living. So now I'm gonna see if I have some questions for y'all from the last video, because I didn't look, and I'm going to answer those questions. So let's get into it. All right, y'all. So I'm going to answer a few of your questions that you left in the previous video. I do have a few, not too many, but a few. So I'm going to answer those right now. So the first question was, somebody asked me, why do I play The Sims? I play The Sims because it's one of my favorite games. It's very different from most video games. It's a life simulation game, which there are some life simulation games out there, but there's none out there that's competitive towards The Sims. I like playing The Sims because it gives you a lot of freedom that a lot of other games don't give you. Like, you can create whatever Sims that you want to make. You can create any type of family you want to make. You could tell whatever story that you want to tell in The Sims. And that's another thing, is that I like to storytell. It allows your endless possibility that's in your mind, or whatever type of story you want to tell for The Sims. And yeah, it's just fun. Of course, it do have its boring moments, like now, until we got this information about island living, but that's just how it is. It always go in its own waves, in its own cycle of when it's fun and when it's kind of getting a little dull for a minute until a new pack comes out. But yeah, I like playing The Sims. It's fun. It will always be one of my top favorite games to play. And the next question is are you going to do a LP with this pack? Of course I am. Of course I'm going to be doing a new Let's Play for Island Living. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be coming out really, really soon. Probably by the time you watch this video, it'll be out within 4 days. That's how fast it's coming. And I cannot wait for this new Let's Play so I could fully get my hands back on Island Living, because I haven't played it since I was at EA Play, and really explore more of Sulani and this beautiful world and this pack. Next question. Is there a special way to turn a human sim into a mermaid, not through cast? That I do not know, because I didn't fully explore everything about mermaids. I hope there's a way that you could like transform your sim into a mermaid without having to create them and create a sim. That's something that I should have asked, but I don't think anybody knows. I don't know if anybody knows if you can do that. We have to see with my new Let's Play that's going to be coming out very, very soon. So let's see. Any more questions? Okay, so another question is, I was wondering, would there be an option to have a dolphin or any fish as pets? That's kind of like, I don't know, kind of like a vague question. It's kind of like a yes and a no. So, fish wise, when you go fishing, you could catch fish, and you are able to put those fish that you catch in an aquarium if you have an aquarium / a fish tank in your home. But the fish do not act as pets. Like, you don't have to feed them and stuff like that. That's still not a thing with Island Living. At least I don't think it is, because I really wasn't worrying about aquariums and stuff. But I'm pretty sure you could just put them in your aquarium. You can't feed them like they're an actual pet. They're just there, or whatever you catch you could put in your aquarium. As for dolphins, you could kind of say the dolphins that you interact with could be a pet for you, because you can name them. You will build a actual relationship. Like, they will be in your relationship bar in your game as you interact with them. So I guess you could kind of say they could be your pet. You could always go out in the ocean and summon them, and you could talk with them, and you could pet them, and you could feed them treats and stuff. So they kind of are like a pet / a friend, if you want to say that. But it's not something like, oh, they live in the water near your house. No, they're gonna live out in the wild in that water way out there. Okay, so you could kind of say that dolphins could be your pets. I guess you could treat them that way. I mean, you can name them, so I guess technically they're yours. I don't know. Any more questions? Let's see. I really don't think there's like any more direct questions. So those are the questions that I have now to answer. But now let's go ahead and get into my opinion of Island Living. So of course, like I said, I only had a set time to play Island Living, which was 6 hours. And 6 hours might seem like a long time, but trust me, those 6 hours go by so fast when you're just trying to record certain things and take notes of certain things and take screenshots. Like those 6 hours go by so fast. So I still really didn't explore that much or fulfill a lot of things that I wanted to in that time, which is good because that means I get to explore them when I start my new Let's Play. So from what I played so far, I like the expansion pack. Now, there are some things in there that I don't like, and then there's some things that I do like, and then there's some things that I wish were there, but they aren't there. So, Island Living as a whole, the world Sulani is gorgeous. I love it. Like I said in my previous video, my favorite world in The Sims 4 now is Sulani. It's gorgeous. Everything runs very, very smooth. I now like that we have like water lots, so we basically can have a house that's on the water. But something that I wish we had that we don't have, like from The Sims 3 and Island Paradise, we had houseboats, and I wish there were houseboats as well. I feel like they could have worked very well because the ocean does seem to be very, very large. I haven't ran into like any like type of swimming limitation. I don't think I've hit any type of border while my Sims were swimming. Like they could swim very, very far out there, and that's why I feel like houseboats should have been a thing, but I guess it's something we're gonna have to live with. So I wish we had houseboats like we did in The Sims 3. But everything is just like so smooth, and like I said, I can't wait to see how things are more dynamic when you have all the other packs installed, because I got all the other packs, so I can't wait to see how all that interact together. But I like it. It was fun, and some things that people didn't ask this question, but if you wanted to know, there's no like resorts, there's no hotels, there's none of that in this pack, which I wish they were in the pack. But like I said, I'm pretty sure the modding community will work out something that there's like resorts or hotels or something like that, vacation homes, and stuff like that. So I'm not really too bothered by that, but I do wish that it was like an official thing made by the actual, devs, that we could have resorts and stuff. Because like in Sims 3, you was able to own and run a resort, where it was really cool about Island Paradise back in the Sims 3 days. But once again, it's something that we're gonna have to live without. I think I talked about this in my previous video as well. It's the diving aspect. It's more like a rabbit hole. You can't actually see your Sims diving or scuba diving under the water like you could in The Sims 3, which is kind of like it's like, oh, they could have added that, but they didn't, and it's something that we have to live without. I'm trying to think of other things that I wish that was in this pack. I don't know. I think those few things, but other than that, I think it's fine. It will do. It's great, and I cannot wait to play it. I really can't. Well, for now, before I really like get my hands on it and be able to fully explore everything, it's good for me until I play it more, and it might get boring to me, or it might be more fun than I thought it was, or I don't know. My opinion might change. I don't know. We'll see as I play Island Living. So y'all stay tuned for my Island Living LP that's going to be coming out very, very soon. Like, I'm super excited about that. I'm always super excited about a new pack. I'm still a little bummed that it was a university, but all we could do is really just hope that university will be 2020, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. But I hope y'all enjoy all this Island Living content that I've been putting out. Make sure that you watch the previous 2 videos. And yeah, I will see y'all very soon for my Island Living Let's Play. So don't forget to like this video up right now and subscribe to my channel if you're new. Follow all those links down below, and I will see y'all in my next video.